Hello, and welcome to another Chainsaw Man chapter review and discussion.
Happy Chainsaw Man Tuesday!
Happy Chainsaw Man Tuesday. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about chapter 122 titled The Prophecies. What an incredible chapter. So much to talk about. I have been down so many rabbit holes.
I've been down bad.
I've been down bad. I've been down so many rabbit holes to talk about and share my thoughts on this chapter and what it could potentially and possibly mean. I'm going to do my best. I have a little piece of paper here with all my thoughts written down, and I'm going to do my best to try to make them make sense. And we'll see if everybody agrees or disagrees, because a lot of people are saying that potentially what we are seeing in this chapter could very well be the Death Devil. However, I disagree.
Wow.
I have my thoughts and theories,
Well.
but I'm curious to hear yours, Mehgan, and just to kind of see how everybody receives my sort of thoughts on the matter. But again, welcome everybody. We got Caden. Shout out Caden. Let's freaking go, dude. Happy Chainsaw Man Tuesday. Or as we say, Tuesday. Thank you, Caden, for being a member. That silver badge looking real nice. Next to that, honestly, I love you, but kind of blurry profile picture.
It's a little blurry.
It's a little blurry. But, maybe he wants anonymity.
Yeah.
Tess said, saw your community post. Hope everything is a bit better. It is a bit better.
It's...
But a bit.
It's a bit better. It's a bit, but... Yeah, still rocking and still rolling, as the kids say.
Right. All right, so let's start going through it, okay? Because I'm excited to share my thoughts. So essentially, let's start at the very beginning. Where we open is with Fami and Yoshida out on a little lunch date. Mm-hmm. Yoshida stays taking the ladies out. Okay,
yeah.
Delivering.
Not surprising.
Yeah, I think he's got, of course, we're all in agreement that he's probably the Riz Master in the Chainsaw Man universe, working assumably under Daddy Kishibe, also a Riz Master. Yeah. So maybe that's his Riz
He
sensei.
learned from the best.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But here he's taking out Fami. Let me just see if I can cue this up so everybody can see. I also have the chat open here. A little something new that we're trying out. Let me scooch on over here so we can see.
New.
Yeah, taking Fami out. And what's interesting here, and we'll be careful as always, we won't show everything. But Fami, being the famine devil, is eating in abundance.
An excessive amount.
In excessive amount, which isn't surprising.
Has it ever happened to you? Has it ever, like, someone you offer to buy someone something and they're like, oh, sick, and they buy like something?
No, but I used to have a friend who would ask me to go to Denny's. Rest in peace. He passed away. I love him. But he used to do this thing, and I kind of respected him for it, where he would ask me if I wanted to go to Denny's.
Yeah.
Because he had a coupon that meant if someone bought a meal, he could get a free meal, but he didn't have enough money to get his own meal. So he would say, do you want to go to Denny's so that you could buy a meal and I could use my coupon to get a free meal? But he wouldn't tell me that.
That's a crazy coupon.
He wouldn't tell me. It was like buy one, get one free,
Meals?
Yeah, equal or greater value, whatever. But he wouldn't tell me till the check came.
Oh. Like, how many times did you do that?
About 2 or 3 times before I really caught on to the scam.
You're like, oh.
But I respect him for it.
Caden says, I love Denny's.
Yeah, Denny's is lit, dude. Denny's over Norm's all day.
Tiberius.
Oh, fuck. Tiberius became a real
Damn, son. Where'd you find this?
Thank you.
The Denny's struggle. Absolutely. So,
yeah. She's getting everything sweet, ordering 5 things at a time.
Yeah.
She did not come to play. She came to get her bag. And dip.
Here, though, is where it really gets interesting, right? So Yoshida, I mean, he's also talking about rumors and how devils have there's a rumor about devils being bad with names, which I also kind of can't help but look a little into. Maybe I'm looking too much into too many things in this chapter, but that was a little line that, I don't know, made me think about potentially Chainsaw Man, Pochita, also being bad with names, because we still don't know exactly what allows Pochita, the Chainsaw Man devil, to erase other devils from existence, right? So maybe that's also a canonical reason for them going by a name that isn't necessarily aligned with who they actually are or what they actually do. I just thought that was an interesting line. She says, I don't care if my identity is exposed. What do you want? He says, there's another rumor about an urban legend going around town lately from the prophecies of Nostradamus. Now, I know I was aware before this chapter of Nostradamus. However, I wasn't aware that this prophecy is an actual real prophecy that he actually did write verbatim. In the 17th month of 1999, a great king of terror will descend. He actually did write that. And it was of the two prophecies out of the thousands of prophecies that he published in a book called Centuries, I believe. It was the one of two that actually had a concrete date, which is kind of interesting. Everything else was kind of general, kind of vague, which if you're going to predict the future, be general, be vague.
Yeah.
And then the crazy people will do the rest of the work for you. They'd be like, no, you can clearly see he
people
meant this.
make things happen. People make things happen on that day.
Or that.
Dirk Gibson said, this one for CDK said, I thought it was Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
And then Dirk said, good old Nostradamus.
Yeah, good old Damus, as we call him. Matt Damus is what we call.
Not Nostra?
No. No.
Oh.
So, yeah, society sees the buzz as nothing more than sensationalized TV and excitable students, which is kind of weird because this is a world where devils exist. They've been attacked by devils. There are people, in the streets.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy that they would just be like, yeah, it's probably
brush it off.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's like many deaths from devils.
Yeah.
Buildings getting demolished by a bat devil, and they're fueled by your fears.
Yeah, and there's this prophecy going around, and people are like, the kids these days will believe anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But public safety believes otherwise, right? So, and then they talk about this experiment that they did, which I thought was really, really awesome. And it's also important to know, and we'll get more into it later, just Yoshida's overall composure as he's talking to a horseman of the apocalypse.
He's got to keep it cool.
Maybe it's a tactic, but he also feels to me like he can back up some of the...
Well, that's what he said. He said, you better start talking or you're going to get the devil treatment.
Yep.
And she was like, I mean, okay.
Yeah,
sure. And then she started, then she started talking.
She did.
Immediately after she took that threat. Because I don't know. It's interesting.
I just think and I have some thoughts on Yoshida too. I was kind of going through, of course, the community had speculated for a while. I think a little, it was a little maybe premature. People just got a little excited. And we're saying that because of certain lines of dialogue that he exchanged with Denji in the aquarium, that he could have revealed himself to be the Death Devil. So everybody kind of got on this train that Yoshida, and I humored it because I do want to humor certain theories and see kind of where they go, see if it might end up making any sort of sense. But I was always kind of skeptical. This chapter, of course, seems to entirely disprove that theory.
Yeah.
But it did lead me to think about something else that we mentioned in a previous live about his devil contract not being with a octopus devil necessarily, but some sort of Cthulhu, some sort of a mythical or other worldly beast sort of devil contract. And I only say that because of a line that I'll bring up later too. I'm telling you, I went down.
You're cracked.
I'm cracked, dude. I went down a lot of rabbit holes.
You're cracked and you're on crack.
Yeah, and I am used to going down holes, but not this many.
Really? Not that many?
At one time. Yeah, not at one time.
That's news to me.
So he said, surprise, surprise, the devil. So they use the future devil they use these convicts to make contracts with the future devil and had them tell them when they were going to die. 23 out of the 30 lose their lives in July of 1999. So Fami's kind of not having it. She's like, so what? So what?
And?
Right. Yoshida's telling her, I know you're up to something. Public safety believes it's connected to the prophecies of Nostradamus. And then that's when he says the devil treatment line. If you refuse to talk, I'm going to have to give you the devil treatment, which, he's talking to a very powerful devil with a lot of confidence.
His eyes are just soulless.
Right. Yeah. Let's pull that up.
Black eyes. Oh, sorry.
Oh, damn. I heard that one.
Sorry.
Heard that one.
He has black eyes. And yeah, when she starts talking, that little smirk on his face, like he's just like he almost seems like he's like wearing a flesh suit.
Yeah. I don't know about flesh suit, but he does seem soulless.
He seems like a skinwalker.
He does seem like there is no soul behind his eyes. Now, this kind of leads me into, so we have Shaq here, who said, he the sea devil, I'm telling you. And that kind of ties into the Cthulhu thing because, and I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I believe that it could have to do with immortality, right? And the reason that Yoshida maybe asked Denji if he could eat the death devil is either some sort of callback to immortality, or Yoshida could be and have a contract with a devil who is like quote unquote immortal, or he himself is immortal and wants to die. And Denji is the only one who can give him death, or Chainsaw Man is the only one who can give him death. And it's a stretch. It's a stretch, but we're about to dive a little bit deeper into all of that. I just want to get through the chapter first. Okay. So continuing on, then Fami says the other 7 die this week, don't they? Now I'm just thinking right here, numerology, 777. King's Cup, 7 point to heaven. 666 being the mark of the beast. 777 being I don't know if it's God, but
it's 333.
It's 777. There is 7.
There's 333.
What is 333? I mean, I don't know what 333 is, but 777, I do know. I mean, you're just saying numbers, which I appreciate, keeping me on my toes.
333
keeping me on my toes.
333 is significant angel number.
I was just thinking of 777 because July is the 7th month of the year.
7th month of the year.
And then 7 people die. So, I mean, I can't really find the third 7. But it's just kind of leading me down that path. 7
deadly sins.
7 deadly sins.
Might be the 7 deadly sins.
Let's keep driving this crazy train. Let's see where the destination.
Something like 444-999. 7, the holy number, if I'm not mistaken.
Right,
isn't 333 believe in yourself or something?
I don't know. Look it up, Megan. Since you're the one who brought it up.
It is, yeah.
It is, yeah.
It encourages to set plans into action and let your personal strength to be your guide. To trust yourself and put thought into your choices.
Okay. Now look up 777, yeah.
I'm doing it like I'm like
you're reading someone's astrological chart.
The angel number 777
angel number
is about taking time to focus on yourself to be alone. That's your number.
Okay, dude. I'm just trying to get through this freaking chapter and I'm getting attacked.
What's your credit card number, John?
So, okay. 40 seconds ago, this is so interesting, dude. I'm going to pull this up because everybody needs to see this, okay? So, Fami says, 40 seconds ago, a devil appeared at East District Tamino Apartments, the first of the devils who will shepherd the world to the ultimate terror. Ultimate terror, ultimate fear, possibly, question mark. The first implying the first of many to come, question mark. So that's going to be important in a second. She is a devil with the name of a primal fear. Her fear is ... Now, in this chapter, we don't get to find out who this devil is, what their name is.
Yeah.
But we do know that they are a primal fear. And I'm still safe, and I'm still sitting on what I believe this devil, or who I believe this devil to be. And I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I'm a little nervous because I don't want to look really stupid right now.
Hey.
So then we cut to this couple in this apartment. And they're talking about, this guy's talking about his promotion that he's getting at work. And he's saying like, yeah, I'm amazing, right? His girlfriend asked him about a raise. Are you going to get a promotion or a pay raise? And he says, I don't know for sure, but I want to get a car, basically, is what he said. She said, no cars. We could take the train. And he's like, I guess you're right. Yada, yada, yada. Talks about maintenance, all these things. And then he just looks at her and says, hey, so you think we should just die?
This part gave me like chills. I love this part. Because it's such a mundane conversation. It's like, yeah, you're right. Like the gas and, fixing the car. Like, it's just kind of a lot. But, I was thinking I don't know, maybe should we just die?
Yeah.
Imagine someone telling you that.
Yeah.
On a conversation. Should we just
there is something extremely eerie about not only someone just saying that, but the other person just agreeing without any sort of argument.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the car insurance devil, said Caden. What's interesting, though, to me at least, is they agree, right? They say, sure.
Yeah.
As they're about to leap off of their balcony, he looks down and he sees a car that he mentioned wanting to get earlier. And now, mid-trance, he's looking out and he's saying, a car. And then proceeds to, leap off the building, which is
pretty crazy. And it gets even crazier. I mean, the next we see a baby jumping off the building.
Right. It's definitely a little kid.
That's a small child.
Small child.
Yeah, and all of them are just simultaneously too, not, just all of them.
Yeah. So a lot of people are saying it could be the unaliving devil. I've seen that going around. People even talking about fear of the unknown, darkness, which we did see in part 1. But these are still none of the devils that I think this one could be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we do see everybody leaping off the building. Very scary, very crazy. Everybody hits the floor. Yoru using a ruler sword. Can't imagine that's very powerful. And then gets gets very, very, very scared.
Yeah.
Very scared. Has this look in her eyes like, oh, fuck. I misjudged this. This is not a fight I can win. Immediately realizing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cut to the final page, which is all of the hands out of this pile start to form this shape that resembles a female body with a little tentacle coming out of the navel area. Kind of looks a little phallic, if you know what I'm saying. This figure, this headless figure with arms wrapped around its neck, and Yoru running away in fear, right? So this is where people speculate that potentially and possibly we are seeing the Death Devil, another Horseman, them also being a female is also giving certain people credence to that theory, right? That all the Horsemen are going to be women, have been women so far. But now I will reveal and go down my crazy, crazy train of thought as to what I believe we are seeing here. And I could be wrong. I want to take a poll later too, like we did last week, and see how many people think that we're actually seeing the Death Devil here. What do you think, Megan? Do you think that this is the Death Devil, or do you think that it's not really the way that Fujimoto would introduce this devil, or it's too early, or are there reasons that lead you to believe that it's not death?
I don't think it would be too early, but I'm not sure. It's sometimes not that easy with Fujimoto.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Art is saying the hand devil, which, there's nothing to fear when it comes to the hand devil. I mean, I guess you can get hit, but
yeah,
some people like that.
Stabbed,
yeah. Guess, but that's maybe more stabbing devil, or the weapon. That's like a weapon devil, because you're afraid of the knife, not really afraid of the hand.
You can get
Yeah. Anyway, I think, and here we go, drum roll, please. I think this devil is desire. Gasp. Desire. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, are people afraid of desire? Is desire a fear? But after going down this crazy rabbit hole, because again, the car line is the line that jumps out to me. A primal fear, I looked up, lists of famous psychologists, 5 primal fears, all of these things. Desire is not one of them, but we have philosophers and people like Eckhart Tolle who are saying that desire is the root of all fear, because to desire something, to want to become something else, to achieve or attain something is what drives people and is often associated with fear, a very, very big fear, the root of all fear. This guy desired a car. Asa, we see in the last chapter, was walking down the street. Maybe she had succumbed to the power of this devil as she was walking by when she had her whole monologue about companionship. She desired companionship. Desire could also be the devil that gives power or power in terms of like war, right? Like in order for people to fight wars, they need to desire something, right? In order for
desire a victory,
desire to protect, desire to
desire a certain result.
Right. Right. I'm just saying. And then when we look at this figure here at the very end, it's a very not to be crass.
Yeah.
But it's a very how would you describe this figure here? It's a very erotic. It's a very beautiful. It's a very
yeah, I mean, she's just naked.
But
but if you think that's erotic, I guess.
Right. Erotic is not the word. I apologize.
But desire could be, desire, like wanting to get grasp of something. That's why there's so many hands.
Right. Desire to grab, to hold, and it could even mean, why. Or it could even, be why it's a feminine physique, but with that little dangly bit right there. I'm kind of fixated on that little dangly
You really are. You really are.
Okay, hold on. Let me just go kind of through some other things that I was reading prior to this live. So here's a quote right from Eckhart Tolle. Let me see if I can pull this up so everybody can see it a little more clearer. So he says right here, right? Most people's lives are run by desire and fear. Desire is the need to add something to yourself in order to be yourself more fully. All fear is the fear of losing something and thereby becoming diminished and being less. These two movements obscure the fact that being cannot be given or taken away. Being in its fullness is already within you now. Yeah, it's supposed to be inspirational, whatever. There was another quote too from Joseph Campbell that I had pulled up, and this is a really interesting one right here. So Joseph Campbell's quote is, when you no longer are compelled by desire and fear, when you have seen the radiance in eternity from all forms of time, when you allow your bliss, when you follow your bliss, doors will open where you would not have thought there were doors, and the world will step in and help. Now immediately, dude, I'm thinking Fujimoto's got me cracked. He's got me thinking about doors. He's got me thinking about the hell devil that was opening doors, allowing these primal fears, because these primal fears have not been killed, have not died, therefore have not come to the earth, right? And have not had a sort of like a rewiring of their consciousness. So they have been able to obtain the wisdom of the years that they have been alive, assuming that they've been alive since the dawn of man, since man was first created, so were these fears, right? So I'm just thinking maybe this is a way that we get some of these primal fears like into our domain, our dominion, Earth, right? And again, I'm cracked. I'm trying to make the most sense out of it, but I really feel strongly about it being potentially desire and not death. Because I agree, this is the first of many. Death is the last horseman. I do not believe that the last horseman would be revealed in this way.
Yeah.
And then the line that Fami delivers still be more to come. Like, it could be the apocalypse devil. I mean, we're talking about extinction, which is, I think, what people have sort of theorized could potentially be, Chainsaw Man's real devil name or identity. But these are just some thoughts. Fear, desire. I don't know.
That's a good theory.
I'm gonna catch my breath, dude.
Josh was in the kitchen today.
I was cooking, dude. I was cooking, dude. Where's my sound? Where's my sound?
What sound?
It's your kitchen.
Where's my sound? Where's my sound?
I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, that's a desirable figure. Shaq with a donation. Shout out, Shaq. Let's freaking go. My guess is either the death or imperfection devil.
Oh.
I wonder why imperfection. But yeah, and it could very well be death. But I again, and death is a primal fear for sure. But I really do see that as being something that connects all of them. Death connects all of the horsemen for sure. Famine, war, conquest are all connected by death. But I believe they're also connected by desire. And while death would be that fourth horseman, desire might be, because again, if we look at Nostradamus's prophecy, which was an actual prophecy, right? There's a mention of a king, the king of something, right? The ruler of something. So maybe the king of all fear is desire, which goes back to Eckhart Tolle, which could go back to what Joseph Campbell was saying. I mean, a king will come down. I just think that the four horsemen exist separately from that. Maybe you can view death as the king of the horsemen, but
well, yeah, I think that it is like the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there's still 6, right? This is the first one.
Yeah, it could be the 7 deadly sins. Yeah, it could be.
Because it doesn't have to be. Yeah, it might not be a horseman.
Yeah.
Because they don't. Yeah, they don't. They're not the same.
Because I think about it, and even when I was like trying to do some more research on Nostradamus and Nostradamus's prophecy, a lot of them like echo the Book of Revelations. Of course, biblically speaking, the 4 horsemen exist in that sort of mythology as well. But the 7 deadly sins, I don't know. That would I guess give credence to that too. That this could be how they're sort of all starting to be tied in and maybe revealed, and more to come. Like this is the first one, the king of all 7 deadly sins, which I don't know all of them by heart. All 7.
I can look them up.
You watch the show. You watch the anime. You know all of them.
I did. It's been so long. Kind of blocked it.
Ben Dover said the king has to be the fear devil because the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
So we have, I was going to say Meliodas Bond. I was kidding.
The 7 deadly sins.
It's like the name.
Yeah,
we have
so funny.
sloth. Pride. Greed. Lust. Envy.
Right.
Gluttony. And wrath.
Okay, yeah. I mean, Doulis is saying that it could be the 7 deadly sins anime devil specifically,
so
because
Meliodas,
I think a lot of people are afraid of that anime because because how
it's going now.
Right, how it's going now, it's so bad, and it's like people are scared of it continuing.
Yeah,
and so that fear is giving it power.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Artist saying God devil would go hard. Yeah, I mean, that's another interesting thing to think about too. God, people's fear of God. That would be insane, bro. because that's something else that I was kind of thinking about. I just don't know, because I did see somewhere online, someone had mentioned. Now I couldn't really try to. It was hard to make this make sense in the Chainsaw Man mythos, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But someone was saying that it was interesting to note that biblically speaking, right, the four horsemen were sent by God, not by the devil. So while all the devils can exist and be from hell, maybe the horsemen themselves are from somewhere else. But again, there's no real evidence, I feel like, that supports that in the Chainsaw Man universe. But the king, people's fear of God, the god devil, that would be kind of crazy too. What's also interesting about what's this fool's name? Nostradamus' theory is that he mentions Mars at the end of this prophecy, and he mentions that Mars, right, will be there. I have the prophecy pulled up on my phone. What a crazy we live in the future, dude. Yeah, I have that guy's prophecy. I have the prophecy on my phone.
on my notes.
In my
Just
notes.
Give me a second.
Right here, yeah. Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I'm looking up the prophecy.
Artist said Mars can also be interpreted as war.
Bro, see what I'm saying, dude? Yes, absolutely. So the last line is, before and after, Mars shall reign as chance will have it. Right? Mars in the prophecy will be there. Mars can be associated with war. War is there. This is going to be a big moment for Asa and Yoru. He's got it on his tablet.
Wars?
LOL. I'm just saying, dude. Fujimoto is fucking cracked for this shit, dude. He is fucking. I mean, we've known he's just goated, but that's why I don't think it will be as simple as. Okay, so I am toying with the possibility that it could be God, right? Fear of God.
Yeah, Gus Zane said they were talking about the future and both immediately changed, lost all motivation to live. Maybe sloth.
Interesting, man.
Because it's even if I get a car, it's going to be a lot of maintenance. So why even bother?
Right. Ken said, desire, I think, works as its hands grasping for an attractive woman's body, and the baby wings are in reference of longing, maybe, or wanting those chicken nuggies.
Those chicken nuggies. That's the dangle. We cracked it.
We cracked it.
Or greed. They wanted a car. Well, he wanted a car. And she said no.
She said no.
Yeah, she said no, we'll take the train. So I don't think she was necessarily greedy, but maybe if you're just in the vicinity, because
So I'm here to say
was
that
it greed?
I'm sticking with desire. I have to stick to my guns on this. After you've heard all of the evidence and what others have stated in the chat, you can lock in your sort of prediction. But a lot of people, I think, are really, really, really pointing to death, and I just do not think that it's the death devil. I see how it very much could be.
I think Caden said that it's the heights devil.
But I think it would be something greater than that.
Yeah, because family wouldn't say. Well, it's primal fear.
Fear of heights. I mean, I don't know. And so I think it'd be something more powerful than that.
And if it is, I don't know. I kind of agree with this. I don't know if he would go the femto. I don't think he'd go the femto route. I don't think he'd go the 7 deadly sin route. I mean, if he's already doing the Horsemen, I don't see why it would be he wouldn't want to do 7 deadly sins. But maybe it's just it's been done.
Right. That's But so I mean, the 4 Horsemen have been done.
Exactly. But I mean, not necessarily an anime.
I guess not.
I mean, manga.
So someone else was asking, I think it was JS, I believe, was asking what are the other primal fears. So
what are the other primal fears? Setsu said, would heights be stronger to the point where war is scared, though?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's why I really don't believe myself that it is the heights devil. But so there can be a lot of primal fears, but popular psychologists have determined that there are 5 that exist in everybody. And it is extinction.
Not me.
Not me. Extinction, mutilation, loss of autonomy, separation, and ego death. And ego death is like fear of humiliation, shame, separation, obviously abandonment, loss of autonomy, feeling immobilized, paralyzed, restricted, enveloped, sort of claustrophobic, I guess. Mutilation, losing body parts, or your body being invaded by something. And extinction, obviously being extinction, ceasing to exist. Which again, ceasing
you can get rid of one of those.
What?
You can get rid of one of those if you just if you just like go out in nature and like drop a tab.
Drop a tab? Which one? Ego death? is that? Okay.
It's like, oh yeah, everyone has 5 primal deaths, and then someone's like, I only got 4. That's the old me. This is the new me.
And we're people are also mentioning, darkness. Yeah, which we did see darkness. And darkness, of course, fear of the unknown, all of there aren't just 5 primal fears. But again, the most popular, I guess the highest on most lists are these 5. But that doesn't mean that they that those are it. Those are all of them. But yeah, the Mars thing too. Like Fujimoto's really doing it. He's really doing it.
He's been doing it though.
Oh, of course.
That's the thing.
Of course. JS, we got to do some primal drugs to kill the ego. So I want to pop over because I had this other thing up too I had some Nostradamus stuff pulled up. I don't know why that made me laugh when I was talking about the prophecy.
That was funny. I got it on my tablet.
On
my stone tablet.
I don't know where I had it. I think I closed that tab maybe, but it was I can pull it up real quick. I think
I'm just kidding.
I remember what I was looking up. So it was about we're talking about sea beasts, Cthulhu, right? Cthulhu. So there was this like quote, the dead that is not dead which can eternal lie, and with strange eons even death may die. Written by the mad poet
HP. Oh wait.
Yeah, it was written by H.P. Lovecraft through a fictional character that he created. I don't know. This does make me believe that. It could very well be implying that Yoshida is either immortal, one, or wants immortality. Because if he's asking Denji to eat death, or asking him if he can, what would eating death and erasing death do but grant immortality? So he either wants to be free from immortality because he is immortal, or wishes to be immortal. And so that's what I kind of think his whole angle is. But I do think his devil is a lot. His contract is with a devil that hasn't been fully revealed. He is hiding his power because he has to be exceptionally powerful to be sitting across from a horseman.
Yeah.
Talking the way he was talking.
Yeah. And blatantly just being like, if you don't start talking, you're going to get the devil treatment. And I'm like, Yoshida, what's the devil treatment? I just want to be clear. What does that entail?
Right.
What does that mean?
If you eat the...
No. What he said, like, to Fami, like, if you don't start out, you're going to get a devil treatment. I'm like, what does that entail, though?
The devil treatment, I think you could think of it as 2 things, right? You could think of it as, I'm going to give you the devil treatment where, me and you are gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
And we're going to go somewhere.
Go on a demon time.
Go somewhere quiet and get on our demon time. Or you could see it as like, I'm going to just, beat the shit out of you and kill you here.
Yeah.
That's the or
that's
maybe that was his game.
Yeah,
maybe he was spitting game. Maybe it wasn't a threat.
That's what I want to know.
So you want to know, was it an actual threat or was he just spitting game? Yeah. Because sometimes I imagine myself, like if I were to tell someone that, if I were to say, where are you from? And they're like, I don't like to, share, where I'm from.
Sir, I'm getting into my car.
No, you're making the story darker. And I'm like, hey,
sir, I don't
we're
have
gonna
any
start
change.
talking. I'm gonna have to start treating you like a devil.
No, it's
Giving you
not.
the
No,
devil
okay,
treatment.
so that's for you. That is. Yeah, you need you. That's
Why
for
is
the.
it Riz
it's
when
lack
Yoshida
of,
does
It's
it?
lack of Riz. The delivery was
Why
awful.
is it Riz when Yoshida
It was
does
bad.
it?
It was bad.
But when I do it,
The
it's
way-
like predatory.
Because Josh's sexual harassment.
Okay, dude. Okay.
When Yoshida
I would
does
never
it,
do that.
when
I would
Yoshida
never talk to
does
somebody like that.
Yeah, that's why it was just it was
Run.
it was yeah it
Get
was
in the van.
it was just the delivery. Yeah.
Okay, you say it then.
Hey, hey,
Yeah, what's up? Hey, yeah, what's up?
I just wanted to ask you,
Yeah, ask me anything. I'm an open book.
if you don't want to talk to me,
Okay.
if you don't want to talk, then I might give you the devil treatment.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
That was a little.
And then I give her like
right.
give her a little like 2-1-2-1.
Right. Okay.
She goes,
okay.
"Oh
okay.
my god,
Zero game, Megan.
I made it up in the end." Okay.
Yikes. Megan with the fumbler Riz. Equally bad. Damn, we're getting roasted, dude.
Pure Riz.
Me and Megan
Damn
both
it.
have zero Riz.
Ouch.
We both have zero Riz.
Anyway. Yeah, that's the important question.
Have a gun.
You're just asking the important questions out here.
Arda says, will Chainsaw Man end with an apocalypse type world like Fire Punch going full circle? You know what's crazy is I couldn't help but as I read this chapter and as I was thinking of the events that would follow, I couldn't help but think about Fire Punch and think that potentially it could become sort of a post-apocalyptic situation. I don't know why it started to give me more Fire Punch vibes.
Yeah, like what if the world ends?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if, what if something crazy does happen?
Yeah.
Like, by the end of part 2, the world, like you said, it ends. The apocalypse, they succeed in creating the apocalypse, and then they have to. Maybe there are some people who survive whatever, and they have to kind of figure out a way to either undo that or continue
and
forward.
The ones that would survive would probably have contracts if they're not found out by other devils.
Because I was thinking, right, Pochita, Bendover says Pochita's final mission as the Extinction Devil, because I was thinking about if Pochita was actually the Extinction Devil. There was a theory online, and I wish I knew the person's name and could give them credit, but they had kind of theorized that.
What website?
I forget.
Reddit? Twitter?
Maybe. I don't know. I was in a lot of holes today. Chainsaw Man prequel to Fire Punch. Fire Punch is already canon in the Chainsaw Man verse. But someone was saying that there was a possibility that, like, in their theory, that Pochita had sort of fused with the Extinction Devil, and there was going to come this moment where Pochita had to like sacrifice for Denji, because Denji existing with the as Chainsaw Man could never truly achieve happiness, the things that he wants to achieve. Sure, it's allowed him to achieve and make small strides towards some of the things he wants, but in the long term that he won't really be able to fully achieve that. So Pochita sort of realizes that in this theory and would then sort of like eat itself, eating the Extinction Devil, like erasing extinction, thereby ensuring like humanity would eternally prosper.
That's cool.
I don't know. It was kind of a crazy theory, but I was there for it.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that like mutilation would make more sense than extinction, because like when you think of
right
a chainsaw, you don't like the first thing is like, oh, it like cuts wood, but most people are scared of getting cut by a chainsaw.
Right.
But I mean, yeah. Yeah, who knows?
I don't know, man. This was just
I'm just excited to see it all come together because Fujimoto does that so well where like anything we get and anything that's confirmed is like, oh, this makes so much sense now.
Kaden said, all right, I changed my profile picture for you, Josh. Oh, because I called this other one blurry. I like the other one. I mean,
yeah.
And when it was small, you couldn't really tell. But then when it
drive this man crazy.
Kaden, but I like Kaden's new one,
You're
actually.
like, I like the other one.
I like the other one better, Kaden. No, I like the new one. The new one's sick. I like it.
Because Zane said somehow Chainsaw Man theories managed to be crazier than One Piece theories.
Yeah, I mean, this chapter really kind of opened the theory gates wide open.
The floods. The flood of theories.
Yeah.
The holes. The plentiful holes that we've yet to embark on, to go through, to jump in.
To dive in.
To dive
head first. Artist says the painting in the end of part 1 in Makima's house shows Lucifer falling into hell. Lucifer equals Pochita. Fans like to have their admirers products like Makima's painting of Lucifer / Pochita. Actually, that'd be kind of crazy. Interesting. There was somebody else talking about paintings that I don't quite remember, and I wish I did right now in this moment. But interesting. What is Yoshida cooking now?
Riz.
Yeah.
Rizzaroni.
Rizzaroni. Riz burgers.
Mm-hmm.
With a side of
Rizzioli.
Rizzioli. Yeah.
Rizzioli.
Yeah. And so JS is also saying, like, why did those people jump off? Sorry, the chat moved. Why did those people jump off? They saw a car and jumped off. What fear makes you want to die? So that kind of ties into the desire discussion that we were having earlier. For fear of going on and making it even more confusing. I won't repeat it again, but desire is where I'm leaning, and I'm happy to be wrong. I can never pretend or act like I know at all what Fujimoto has up his sleeve.
Yeah.
Because that's, what makes him great is that he'll probably end up pulling something that makes so much sense, but that nobody's thought of.
I like, JS said, I think Yoshida's like Nick Fury.
Yeah, dude. At the end, post-credit scene. We just need to get Yoshida an eye patch. Yeah, we need to give Yoshida an eye patch. Yeah, we got to call Fujimoto and ask him.
I hope it's totally unrelated, like the devil of public speaker or something Kaden said. Yeah, I hope. Yeah. Because it is just so funny. Like, yeah, Fujimoto does this all the time too. And Oda to an extent, just like, he'll just do something, put it in his story, and people will, theorize and speculate what it could be, and have all these like ideas, and really bank on this idea, and then completely just annihilate it. And like, I mean, it really wasn't that deep. It was. I mean,
sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I mean,
but that's
I had an existential crisis reading Fire Punch.
That's how it is able to like just teeter on both sides of like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what to really look into, because some things are really important. Some things are like just throwaway, like silly stuff. So yeah. Yeah.
The good news is that we get a chapter next week. There's no break next week. So we'll hopefully get some sort of answer.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get the answer as to who this.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean.
Maybe.
I feel like, okay. I did this.
This chapter was so short.
They all feel short.
I mean,
Chainsaw Man chapters feel so short.
They feel short, but this one in particular, I felt like.
I mean, there was one like 2 chapters ago with Nayuta that felt like it was 3 pages long. It was really, really short. I'm gonna say I'm gonna do what I did in one of our previous One Piece chapter reviews. I think it was the one that you had to miss. I said definitely and with authority. I gave my predictions as to what was going to happen, because a lot of people were saying that there are other people who like to say a bunch of things And then if one of those many things that they say sticks, then they take credit for being right. So I want none of that, dude. I want to make it very clear.
You want no credit.
I want to, because if I get it right, then I want to have confidently, stated that was what I thought was going to happen. Not that or this or that or this or, you know what I'm saying? Do you understand?
I want to see that replay right now.
No, because you look at your face that you made to me. Okay, so what I'm saying is we're going to get the name.
Okay.
We're going to get the name of the devil in the next chapter.
Only L takes Josh. Let's go.
And okay, and it is important to mention. Ramon. It is important to mention that yes, I did get all three things wrong.
That was extra mean.
In my One Piece prediction. I think I got all three of them wrong. I predicted three things. None of them are right. But I'm here to change. I'm here to change that.
This chapter is shorter than Josh. Was shorter than Josh.
No, it says shorter than you.
No, bend over. It says that. Bend over said shorter than you.
Where? I don't see it.
Bend over.
I don't think he said
Red
that.
Rover. Up. If you scroll up a little bit, yeah. This chapter was shorter than Josh. Yeah.
Fuck.
Which?
Oh, Ramon was celebrating. Okay.
I don't know if it was.
Okay, well then, thank you, Ramon. Thank you for having my back. For celebrating. The possible L takes, and I'm ready to take an L if it means taking an L. But I'm saying we're gonna get the name of the devil in the next chapter, and it's going to be we're gonna get the name. Okay, that's one separate thing. The next thing is it's going to be desire. That's number 2. It's going to be desire.
And number 3?
I don't really have a third thing.
Oh.
But if I had to have a third thing, just to keep it 3, 3.
Yeah.
Then I would say that Yoshida.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I could say Yoshida is immortal, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much I actually believe in that. Okay, desire. The devil is going to be named, and I have 2. Those are my 2. Those are my 2. We got a dono from A Beautiful Lie.
Oh.
Josh about to summon the L devil with the I think A Beautiful Lie put the wrong emoji. It's supposed to be the sunglass one. I think they just saw the glasses and they were trying to get their comment in really fast, so they just hit the wrong one.
I don't think that's true. I think they meant to put it because it's associated with you now.
I think DJ War already.
People said you should bet on it. You should grow out your mustache.
I already kind of am a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about bringing it back. Tiberius.
You might have to shave it again.
Possibly, but we'll see. I don't trust shit. Even the devil was an angel. That doesn't mean anything. It's just a fabulous lyric. It is a fabulous lyric, dude. Let me give you it's a beautiful lyric. Shout out Tiberius. Thank you for sharing that with us. Thank you for sharing that beautiful lyric. I think Yoshida is a devil, to be honest. Okay, Kaden. I feel like that was an attack. It
was not an attack.
I'm kidding. I love Kaden. I love Ramon. I love A Beautiful Lie, even though they put the wrong emoji there. And same with DJ War Ready. Because Ramon earlier put the right emoji. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Those are the 2 things I'm stating. Definitely, if I get it wrong, I get it wrong. But I'm not doing the scattershot approach.
Yeah.
I'm going directly for the kill.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I'm right. Do you have any definitive theories that you want to state here and now?
I mean, it's really hard for me to theorize about Chainsaw Man. I hope that we get to see maybe more Denji and Nayuta in the mix soon. And maybe Fami, because they're at that meal right now. Maybe Fami will show up and help Asa out, possibly.
Okay.
Or Yoshida will show up. because Yoshida's like, you better start talking. I need answers. And she was like, okay, well, 44 seconds ago, like everything's happening kind of in like real time. So maybe he'll show up over there to check it out.
Yoru is going to have to make a choice. War is going to have to make a choice when this devil is revealed to be desire, to either
and
work.
If it's not.
Yes. It is going to be.
Oh.
They're going to have to work with them. And desire will tell them there is no war without desire. And this is going to sway Yoru to want to work with them. However, because of the relationship that's been blossoming between Yoru and Asa, maybe something will happen to cause a conflict. And for them to be, pulled away from joining desire. Or maybe they do end up joining desire. But it's going to be a big moment. It's going to be a big moment. I'm calling it.
You're calling it.
And that's pretty much it for the chapter. I mean, I could keep speculating and telling you more about the holes I've been down. But Asa is afraid of her desire to be loved. Bend over. Yes. And she, again, explicitly stated in the previous chapter, a lot of people are debating whether she succumbed to the ability of the devil that caused everybody to jump, or if she was just genuinely feeling those things. Because she purposely didn't start, like if you go back, I'm pretty sure she doesn't start saying those things until she comes in the vicinity of the apartment. When the apartment building,
just like they kind of already like had that everyone simultaneously was doing it at the same time, feeling those things at the same time.
Yes.
So
yes, and maybe she maybe, I mean, and it is important that they all jumped, and maybe she wasn't affected by that because of Yoru, because Yoru did take over. Yoru took over, like boom, to nullify the effect, right? Like, oh fuck. But in that moment, she was desiring companionship. She, in the official translation, stated that she hated herself for like desiring companionship, and that she should just die. JS, I like this. JS said, so what if Josh is right and it is the desire devil? Do we all grow mustaches? Yes, including Mehgan. You know what? We have some fake mustaches here.
I'll wear it.
And if I am right next week, then Mehgan will start the stream with a fake mustache on.
That's cool.
And everybody else will have to either get a fake one or grow one. But we prefer you grow one.
But if you can't.
But if you can't, then a fake one will do.
If you can only grow a beard, grow a beard.
Well, grow a beard, shave it, and then glue it to the top of your top lip.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then you just have to. But that's not inclusive.
What do you? I said you could use a fake one.
It has to be a mustache. Just not every facial hair. It doesn't count. It has to be a mustache.
It has to be a mustache. Yeah, and if you can't grow a mustache, it could be a fake one.
Okay.
But if you can grow a beard and you can't grow a mustache, then you got to shave the beard hair and then either glue it or stick it to your top lip.
Yeah, I mean, I'll wear a fake one. I don't care.
Okay. Mehgan can grow a mustache. Learn something new today, said Gabe.
Damn.
Can you grow a mustache?
Imagine? No. Imagine I just had like full, like yours, like full.
I mean, this isn't full, but yeah.
I mean, like when it was full?
Yeah.
Like that'd be wild.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be kind of
cool?
If you didn't grow it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like on your face.
Yeah. Just like a giant
mustache.
I can just grow a giant mustache.
I love it. I would love that. Women and men who can't grow mustaches punching the air right now. You know what? That's why I said we accept fake ones.
Yeah.
We accept fake ones. We want to include everybody. You will have to purchase a cheap mustache.
They're Amazon. Like $1.
It's like $1. Get a pack of them.
Yeah.
And
or just gather hair.
Oh, that's a good point too.
From your shower.
Ew. Okay.
Just gather it.
I guess so. Well, that is going to do it for the chapter. It's good to be back. We didn't have a Chainsaw Man chapter last week, and we had a light week last week.
Yeah.
We didn't have a
Pretty
Chainsaw Man
week.
chapter or a One Piece chapter last week.
Or a
Community Live. But we're back this week. We had a new Neon reaction that we uploaded on our second channel today.
Hey. We're getting through it.
We are getting through it. We are halfway now.
Getting through it.
As of this actually as of the one we recorded yesterday, but that's not up yet. But we're halfway through, essentially. So check that out if you haven't checked that out yet. We are going to be having a community live this Wednesday. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be revealing some stuff that we've talked about.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll be talking about the anime awards, the Crunchyroll award results.
Yeah, we'll just look at them and see, because we already did a whole stream about them.
Yeah, it won't be. I just said we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll just look at them and we'll roast them. We'll roast them.
I mean, it gets very varied in the beginning, and then it just goes to the same shit. I'm like, cool. This is. I
mean, that's any awards. I mean, we were looking at the Academy Awards, and we kind of saw the same pattern.
Well, yeah. It's not even like nominees are the same. It is just like it's like I mean, you know who was gonna sweep.
Yeah.
And I will just say this: it's majorly AOT and Spy.
Well, I do know what won Anime of the Year too.
Yeah. What? Oh, yeah.
And we had a couple people ask us about AOT and if we were going to react to it. You know, we had kind of toyed with the idea of reacting to it, but you know, we just haven't had time. So that is something that we've talked about possibly just watching it and talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we know it. I mean,
do you think we do that tomorrow?
We could probably watch it and then talk about it tomorrow, but maybe we'll save it for an area of the community live where maybe it'll be towards the end, so people who don't want it to be spoiled can sort of dip out.
And we'll timestamp it too.
Yeah,
if we do talk about it, we'll see.
Davies with a member comment. Shout out Davies. And speaking of shout outs, Davies says shout out to the Manga Book Club, Shonen Draft, and One Piece TCG tourney. It's a great time to join the Discord. Thank you, Davies, for plugging the Discord. And it really and truly is. There's a link in the description below. I entered the tourney. I lost. I entered.
I need a wah. I guess I can just do it with my mouth like I just did.
Yeah. I entered a second round sort of bracket and lost again.
You lost again.
Things aren't looking too good for me over there. But the finals of the official, like the first place finals match took place. The results are in. We don't know who won. I believe there are other people who do know who won. Don't spoil it for us because Alexander Arts recorded it. He's cutting it down. He's getting Asraf Chaz to commentate on it, and we're going to react to that in a community live probably next week. But yeah, we're going to be revealing some stuff that we have set for our goals. It's really exciting. I'm really excited to show off one specific thing.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah. And there are some other things I would really like to talk about, but
what?
I have to talk to my co-host.
What?
You want me to whisper it in your ear? You want to whisper it in your ear? I will. What?
What'd you say?
What? I lost two, Josh. Rip Dofi. Yeah, the two Dofi boys. Davies, I really thought. I mean, Davies.
Y'all have mute functions.
Yeah, we do have mute functions. I guess I could mute it. It's a good point, Tiberius. This is a really good point. But yeah, me and Davies were the Dofi bros, the Dofi dudes.
The Dofi.
And we both lost. But Davies made it farther than I did, and I kind of anticipated that, and I'm glad he could kind of carry on for us. A little bit farther.
Mm-hmm. SBR episode when?
Arda, check this out. We'll talk about it more Wednesday, tomorrow. But we are probably going to end up wrapping up soon, because we're going to be recording our first Steel Ball Run episode today. After this, we're going to edit it, put it all together, and it'll be up
Next
for everybody
week,
on Monday. And I think that means Saturday for Patreon and YouTube members. And if you're wondering if you want to read, so it'll be out next Monday.
It's in our Discord.
Yeah.
I am going to get better at, and I'm sorry I haven't been the best at it recently. Let me spam the Discord link again.
But if you want to read with us, we're going to be covering chapters 1 through 35. It's going to be split up into 3 parts, 3 videos, because the chapters are significantly longer than I think we initially anticipated. But after we've already read 35 chapters, which I think is around 8 volumes. And I don't want to give anything away, but I am incredibly excited to record.
I don't want to give anything away, but
God,
get your balls ready.
But get your steel balls.
Get your steel balls ready.
Get your steel balls
and shined.
Ready. Yeah.
Shine them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude. So if you want to read with us, chapter 37 is where we're going to stop, and then we'll post the next group of chapters. And shout out to Money, by the way. I think I saw Money in here, right? Is he in here? Or Tiberius just added Money. Shout out to Money, because Money was the one who suggested that we stop at 35.
Oh, yeah.
It was a great place.
Yeah, it wrapped up quite nicely.
Stop.
So if you join the Discord, I'm going to be posting it in the reading prep channel. And so if you want to know what we'll be reading before we read it, like probably like a week before, I'll be posting it in there. And we are reading the colored version, yes.
Yes, we are reading the colored version, and Money is here. What up, Money? Thank you for that comment suggesting, I think it was on a Patreon exclusive episode where you suggested like where we should stop if we wanted to do it in 3. We took your advice, and it was good advice. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let us know where we should end for the second video, but other people can also let us know in the comments when that video is up.
And here is the link to the Discord, I believe. I'm spamming it if you want to go join and put the notifications on for the reading prep. I'll be posting those before we read them, and that is pretty much one of the only places you'll be able to find that information.
Yeah, and I posted it on the community tab too.
Yeah.
Davey said Money is also the GOAT running the manga book club.
Yeah.
Bro, Money's fucking killing it, dude. Fucking Money, dude.
Thank you so much, you guys.
So yeah, join the Discord like Davey suggested. There's so much fun stuff going on over there. And community stuff going on over there. The book club. The tourney's coming to an end, but we might end up doing an OPO2 tournament too. Yeah. So shout out everybody who's over there participating in all those things. That's just so sick. Mm-hmm. That's so awesome.
What's next for y'all this week?
So next will be the community live tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we're still kind of hammering out exactly what we'll be talking about. That was when you asked me to whisper in your ear.
Oh, okay. Okay, you could just write it down.
You want me to write it down?
What even is it?
I'll save it till after.
What is it?
Because I'm surprised you haven't guessed already. I just don't know if you're like kind of tired of talking about it, because we've talked about it a lot, like off mic, and so I don't know if you're just kind of tired of talking about it. Here,
what? The suspense is killing me. Oh, right.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you're tired of talking about it. Because there were some other developments.
Yeah, you can take that.
But I mean,
that's your.
Well, again, we don't have to agree to talk about it. That's why,
Oh, yeah. We're leaving you guys on a
on a mystery cliffhanger.
Yeah, for real. Read his hand movements. Y'all should give each other haircuts
live.
Honestly,
I'm down.
I just cut mine though.
I'm down.
Zoom in, yeah. Zoom.
All right, guys, but yeah, so the community live, and then Thursday, that'll be Wednesday. Thursday will be One Piece. Then we'll be talking about the new One Piece chapter, which I'm also incredibly excited about. But I'm really, really, really excited to talk about Chainsaw Man next week. I really hope that some of the things I theorized will come true. Even if they don't, I will not be bothered. I will be still very happy and looking forward to.
You'll throw a fit. Yeah, you'll pee your pants.
I'll pee my pants.
Shit your pants.
But that is where we will leave you for today on me shitting my pants, apparently. Oh, yeah. So Jay said, did y'all see the new AOT episode? Yeah, so we haven't seen it yet, but we're going to try our best. That's something else that we'll probably talk about towards the end of the community live tomorrow, just in case anybody doesn't want to be spoiled. We'll try. We're going to try to see if we have time. We have to record our Steel Ball Run episode after this, and then do some other editing and stuff. So if we're able to watch it, then we'll talk about it tomorrow. But I just don't think we'll have time to record a reaction and edit that and put it up and all that.
Rumbling. That's what I say when I'm hungry.
King David B. You say that when you're hungry? 82 said, I believe your theory, Josh. Thank you, dude. That's all I need. That's all I need. Someone to believe in me.
That's a more?
That's a more. All right, guys. That's going to do it. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for kicking it. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I don't think I did.
Tomorrow.
The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that is always the same and never changes, which today, Mehgan, is...
Demon, devil treatment. I want the devil treatment. Yoshida, give me the devil treatment.
The devil treatment.
Give me the
devil. What were you gonna say? Because you kind of like your lips kind of curled a little bit, like you got a little excited.
I was just gonna say the first letter of devil.
Oh, wow! I see why you stopped yourself. Wow. Hit the like devil. Yes, thank you. Hit the like devil. The D treatment. Yeah, Davies got it. Davies knows your perverse mind.
Okay, I'm not perverse.
What would you say? Give me the devil treatment. I like that.
Give me the devil treatment.
All right, so Let me make sure we're all queued up here.
I desire the devil treatment.
And I think we are. I desire the devil treatment. That's also good.
The devil treatment is a D appointment.
All right. Let me cue this up. All right, guys. We love you. So we're saying give me the devil treatment.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. And until next time, give me the devil treatment.
Yoshida.
Give it to me.
Give it to me, Yoshida.
Give it to me, Yoshida. That was just as bad.